Here with men's hockey coach Bill Moore. Coach, it's hard to believe that tomorrow is November 1st. The hockey season has started. Friday night game in the MIC Showcase against Augsburg. Let's talk a little bit about the couple of weeks that you've had to prepare to get this team ready for your season opener on Friday.
Well, it's been a little bit of a challenge this year because we had 72 kids try out for the team, so therefore during the tryout week we had to spend a little more time dividing people up and doing the things that we needed to do during tryouts. But once we got the team set, I think things have come together well. We're very, very skilled. I like the skill set we have. One of the major question marks on the team, obviously, is 14, 15 freshmen. How are they going to respond? How are they going to adapt to the college game versus the junior game? But we're very excited about the skill level that we have.
You know, talk a little bit about, especially from the coaching standpoint, you graduated such a huge class last year. You've only had 2 weeks to prepare a lot of freshmen. As a coach, how do you do that? How do you make sure in that short span of 10 days that they're going to be ready to play on Friday night?
Well, the bad part about that is that we don't even have 10 days because 5 of those days are tryout days. So you don't even have your team yet to prepare. So we've really had 5 practices to prepare for today. But I think the one thing we've tried to do, our captains have done a nice job of getting guys together in the preseason. They've had some classroom sessions to talk about systems and things with all of the guys so that people were on the same page right from day one. So some of our captains have really taken the bull by the horns to try to really expedite that learning process and get guys into the systems as fast as possible. Other than that, you know what? We're just going to try and play with skill, and we're going to try to get better every day. And I think right now we're very, very excited to see what we have, and we'll find out what happens after the weekend.
And one of the places you do have some experience returning is in goal. You've got Phil Heinle and Christian Gaffey back. On defense, Bob Marks and Mike Mazzano lead a pretty talented defensive core. It's really the offense, the forwards, that you're going to see a lot of different names. Talk a little bit about the forwards first and what we can expect there.
Sure. I think one of the lines that we've got together is Nick Albergo, Jed McGlasson, and Marty Gruss. They're going to be one of the best lines in the conference. They're fast, they're strong, they shoot well. There's some question as to whether we need to break them up to balance the scoring. At this point, with such short time, we said no, we were going to put them together. Our second line right now is still a little bit up in the air. I think right now Kelvin Walls is centering that group. And he is a very, very talented, very skilled player. Kellen Wassel is another player that's on his wing. We've got a returner named Jonathan Elliott that we're trying to get in with that group right now and make some changes. Right now we have Nick Oliva there, who's another freshman that played in the Eastern Hockey League. Oliva is very quick. He's probably our biggest surprise in tryouts. He's been really, really good. So right now we went with 3 freshmen with Wassel, Walls, and Oliva. Jonathan Elliott, we may need to put some grit with them, but right now we got Jonathan playing on the third line with Jay Heinle, and Jay has his brother is our goaltender and doing a great job for us. So we'll see how it goes with all of the young guys. Dylan Dock is on their wing, so he's an experienced player. So I think our top 3 lines can go with anyone. I think we have to find a little grit. We've got to find a way to play a little more physical, but we'll be definitely a finesse-type team.
And then defensively, your defensemen, I did mention Bob Marks and Mike Mazzano are returners. Yeah, you got Langfield back there. You've got Joey Van Antwerp back there. So defensively, you do have some experience.
Absolutely, and I think right now Marks is one of the best defensemen in the conference. Mazzano is going to prove to be one of the best defensemen in the conference. Joey Van Antwerp is now fairly healthy after his ACL surgery a year and a half ago. Really looking strong, skating a lot better than he did. Connor Langfield is in probably the best shape of his life, and he'll be the physical presence back there. And then we'll see what happens the rest of the way. But I think right now we're going to depend on goaltending at the beginning. And again, with 2 experienced goaltenders on paper, we should have as good a goaltending as anybody. I mean, we got a Division I transfer from the University of Minnesota Duluth in Christian Gaffey. We got a goaltender that played on the Amarillo Bulls, who were a national championship team. in the North American Hockey League. On paper, we should be as good as anyone in the goal. Now it's a matter of us doing the job in front of them, giving them every opportunity to make the saves that we can.
And this weekend, you've got Augsburg on Friday night and you've got Concordia on Sunday. What do you expect? What do you want to see, other than 2 wins, what do you want to see out of this weekend?
I want to see that we can play as well in the defensive zone as we do in the offensive zone. I think right now our guys will do a nice job of cycling, creating scoring opportunities, things like that. I'm a little nervous about our play in the defensive end because we aren't as big and strong as some of the other teams, but on the big rinks, and if we can get the tempo going the way we want, there's going to be a lot of teams that aren't going to be able to catch up with us.
MIC Hockey Showcase this weekend kicks off the season. Augsburg Friday night at 7:30, and then Concordia 2:30 on Sunday at the Schwann Super Rink. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you very much.